Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We're so happy you're here. Whether you're driving to work, making dinner, or relaxing at home, thanks for spending a little time with us today.
I'm smiling. And today we're talking about something many of us do every week: online meetings.
That's right. A few years ago, many people worked face to face every day. Now, millions of people join meetings from their homes, cafes, or even while traveling.
Laughing. I've even joined a meeting from my car. Don't worry, I was parked.
Good. Safety first.
Online meetings can save time, but they can also create funny moments.
Oh, definitely. Have you ever started talking and then realized your microphone was muted?
Laughing. More times than I'd like to admit. I was explaining an important idea, smiling confidently, using my hands, and then someone said, "We can't hear you,"
That's probably the most famous sentence in online meetings.
along with, "Can everyone see my screen?"
And someone always answers.
No, not yet.
Technology likes to test our patience sometimes.
But here's the good news. These little problems happen to everyone, even experienced professionals.
Exactly. Today we'll learn English naturally through real situations you might experience before, during, and after an online meeting.
No grammar lesson,
No vocabulary list.
just two friends having a conversation.
Imagine you have an important meeting in 10 minutes. What's the first thing you do?
I check my internet connection. There's nothing worse than losing your connection while you're speaking.
Good idea. I also test my microphone and camera.
And don't forget your headphones. They make the sound much clearer.
Very true. Another good habit is joining the meeting a few minutes early.
I learned that lesson the hard way.
Really? What happened?
One morning, I joined exactly on time. Then my laptop decided it needed an update.
Oh no.
5 minutes later, everyone was already talking, and I was still staring at a loading screen.
That's stressful.
Now I always join early. If something goes wrong, I still have time to fix it.
That's a simple habit, but it makes a big difference.
What about your background? Do you use a virtual background?
Sometimes, but I prefer a clean, quiet room with good lighting.
Same here. Although once, my cat jumped onto my desk during a meeting.
Did everyone see?
Oh yes, the cat became the most popular person in the meeting.
Sometimes those little moments help people relax.
That's true. Online meetings don't have to feel cold or formal.
Exactly. A friendly smile and a simple, "Good morning, everyone. How's your day going?" can make everyone feel more comfortable.
And that's what communication is really about: connecting with people.
In our next section, we'll join the meeting together. We'll learn how to share ideas, agree politely, ask questions, and handle common situations that happen during almost every online meeting. All right, everyone, the meeting is about to start. Take a deep breath, smile, and imagine you're joining us.
The screen comes to life, people begin to appear, and someone says,
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining.
"That's a simple sentence, but it's a great way to start any meeting."
Absolutely. It sounds friendly and professional at the same time.
Now imagine your manager asks, "Can everyone hear me?"
I'd say, yes, loud and clear.
I like that expression, loud and clear. It means you can hear someone perfectly.
Exactly. And if you can't hear someone well, you could say, I'm sorry, your voice is cutting out.
That happens when the internet connection isn't very stable.
Now the meeting begins and your manager says, let's hear everyone's ideas.
Sometimes that's the hardest part.
Why?
Because I know my idea, but I don't always know how to start speaking.
A very natural way is, I'd like to share an idea.
Simple.
Or, I think we could try something different.
That sounds confident but polite.
Exactly. You don't need complicated English. Clear English is better than complicated English.
Let's imagine we're in a real meeting.
Great idea.
Our team needs to decide the deadline for a new project.
Okay, I'll start. I think we should finish the project by next Friday.
I agree. That gives everyone enough time.
Now let's imagine you have a different opinion.
Instead of saying, "You're wrong," I could say, I see your point, but I think we may need a little more time.
Perfect. That's respectful and it keeps the conversation positive.
Sometimes people disagree because they want the project to succeed, not because they want to argue.
Exactly. Good meetings aren't about winning, they're about finding the best solution together.
Here's another common situation.
What's that?
Someone is speaking too fast.
That happens all the time.
Instead of pretending to understand, you can simply say, "Could you repeat that, please?"
Or, could you say that a little more slowly?
Most people are happy to repeat themselves.
And if you're not sure you understood correctly, you can ask, just to make sure I understood, do you mean...
That's a great expression. It shows you're listening carefully.
Now let's talk about sharing your screen.
The moment everyone waits for.
Exactly.
You click the button,
And then you accidentally share the wrong window.
maybe your vacation photos instead of your presentation.
Don't worry, it happens more often than people think.
The important thing is to stay calm.
A simple, sorry about that, let me share the correct screen is all you need.
No panic.
No embarrassment.
Just smile and continue.
Exactly. People usually remember your attitude more than your small mistakes.
That's true in English and in life.
In our final section, we'll look at those unexpected moments that happen in almost every online meeting. Poor internet, background noise, surprise interruptions, and how to finish a meeting professionally with confidence.
Stay with us. We're almost at the end of today's meeting.
Well, our meeting is almost over, but before everyone leaves, there's one more important part.
Ending the meeting clearly.
Exactly. Have you ever finished a meeting and thought, wait, what am I supposed to do now?
Yes. Everyone says goodbye, and then I'm wondering if I missed something important.
That's why a good meeting usually ends with a quick summary.
Something like, let's quickly review what we decided today.
Right. Then each person knows their next step.
For example, I'll finish the presentation by Wednesday.
And I'll send the meeting notes this afternoon.
I'll contact the client tomorrow morning.
Those simple sentences help everyone stay organized.
After that, someone often asks, does anyone have any final questions?
If everything is clear, you can simply say, no questions for me, thank you.
Or, everything's clear, thanks for the meeting.
Simple, polite, and professional.
Sometimes the conversation becomes more relaxed before everyone leaves.
Yes, people might ask about your weekend or wish you a nice day.
Those small conversations help build good relationships.
And that's something many English learners forget.
English isn't only about work.
It's about connecting with people.
Exactly.
Let's think about today's journey.
First, we prepared for the meeting.
Then we joined confidently.
We shared ideas.
We agreed politely.
We handled technical problems without panicking.
And finally, we finished the meeting professionally.
The best part is that none of these expressions are difficult.
That's true. Real communication isn't about using the biggest words.
It's about being clear, friendly, and confident.
Before we finish, here's a little challenge for you.
Imagine you have an online meeting tomorrow.
How would you introduce yourself?
What idea would you like to share?
And how would you politely end the meeting?
Try saying your answers out loud. Even 1 or 2 minutes of speaking practice every day can make a big difference.
Remember, nobody speaks perfect English all the time.
Even native speakers ask people to repeat things, lose their thread of thought, or have technical problems.
So don't be afraid of making mistakes.
Every meeting is another chance to improve.
Thanks so much for spending time with us today.
We hope this conversation helps you feel more confident the next time you join an online meeting.
If you enjoyed today's episode, tell us in the comments. What's the funniest thing that has ever happened to you during an online meeting?
Was your microphone muted? Did your internet disappear at the worst possible moment?
Or did a pet, a child, or someone unexpected suddenly appear on your screen?
We'd love to hear your story.
Take care, keep practicing, and remember,
Every conversation is a step toward speaking English with confidence.
see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.